Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and this is the Citadel. And while this is a 7-year-old server, this is the 6th year that I have been streaming on Twitch this week. So thanks very much for all the well wishes in chat. Very much appreciated. And off the top, we've got a raid from Fabled Days. Party of 27, a raid from CJ RV Williams, 29 months. No, that's a resub, not a raid. Sorry. Thanks very much, CJ. Resub, 29 months. Perfect timing. Thanks for everything, Joel. You're welcome, CJ. Thank you for the support. Dan Grice has resubbed at tier 1 for 36 months. 3 years for Dan. 3 years of support. That's incredible, Dan. Thanks ever so much. Happy affiliate day, says Dan. Cosmic Dancer used 10,000 bits. 10,000 bits. 6 years, this means I have to bring out the Puking Rainbow Heart. Well played, Cosmic. Thanks very much. Viral Porpoise. Hey, Viral. I haven't seen you in ages. Resubbed with Prime for 16 months. And Voldare used 100 bits. And all of that is going into a hype train. There is 1% left on level 5. No, 1% into level 5 with a minute 13 remaining. If you want in on the hype train, use 500 bits, 100 bits, use a Prime sub, a tier 1 sub. All of that will get you some new emotes from Twitch thanks to the hype train and help support the channel. SweetSandi, speaking of 500 bits, not late at all. Still chewing dinner. Well, there is the time change. That happened this week. So there's that. I've done that before. Not when I've been live, but when I've been watching stuff, I have absolutely been moving from the dinner table to the couch, still chewing my last bites of dinner as there's something I want to watch. So we're hanging out here just in the bowels of Westhill. I wanted to kind of walk around a little bit as we chatted to kick off the stream, because I did see the hype train before I logged in. And I very much appreciate all the support. You all are awesome. Fable Days. Thanks again for the raid. What were you doing on stream today? I didn't catch it if you put it in chat. So if you wouldn't mind repeating yourself, by all means, let us know. And folks, if you want to go check out Fabled Days, just follow the link in chat, and then you can follow them on Twitch as well. Hype Train success. That's a level 4 Hype Train. Make sure you share the emotes that you got. EladJenkins, thanks for the kind words. 18 Marcel. Appreciate it. Trying to build interiors on Halcyon Heights. Fabled Days. I didn't realize you were a Halcyon Heights member. That's cool. I know a couple people over there. Interiors. Well, speaking of interiors, we've got some changes here on the Citadel. And I'll let you know a little bit of what's going on. We are now running 1.20.4. And I don't know where it lists that anymore because I'm also running some new mods. Oh, right at the top. What a terrible color to change that. I'm going to go through and customize this. But yeah, 1.20.4, we are using Fabric because we do run a couple of quality of life mods. We are also running a couple of data packs that include tables and chairs that are not displaying correctly. But I believe the new ones will. So we have a task ahead of us to replace all of these. Speaking of interiors, some interiors are better done than others. Sometimes they just have a table and a chair. Other times I've gone through and I've created all kinds of stuff. Like upstairs, I think there's a bunch of beds and tables and all kinds of stuff that isn't displaying properly. So we are not going to tackle the tables and chairs today, I don't think. But I would like to go over a few of the changes that we've made. And unfortunately, my frame rate with shaders on 1.20.4 is real rough. Like it drops to 30 or below. I used to get closer to 50, 55, and now it's really chuggy, which is unfortunate, especially in this area. And I think some of that might be due to the fact that there's so many of those tables and chairs around. So I'm going to turn off the fan cam. And you'll see right away that we go back to 74, 75. It's much snappier, much easier to do. Also, it's a lot easier to see this F3 screen. And this is Better F3. It's one of the mods that we have. And I'll provide a link in chat. I think it's just Bang Joel's Mods. We'll get you a link to a spreadsheet if you're curious about the mods that we run on the server and you want to maybe run them yourself. But I'll also go over them quickly with you here now. I just need to go somewhere where I'm going to be safe, so I'm going to duck inside here. You can see in here there's definitely some tables and chairs that need to be fixed. Do I have the hammer? I do have the hammer on me. I don't know if this is going to work on the old ones. So it looks like it... looks like it's working on some of them. Right? So some of them seem to be okay, and then some of them are not. I don't remember whether these are new or old, but there's definitely some fixing that we need to do. In some cases, we needed to remove them when they're not displaying right, but we'll kind of cross that bridge when we come to it. I might just do it a little bit at a time. Unfortunately, if I have to use any of the commands, it's going to wipe out most of them in the city, and then I don't know where they are, so that's going to be tricky. But the mods, to answer people's questions, I'll put this up while I chat so people can take a look. So most of the stuff we have is the same as last, I guess last update. We were running 1.20.1 up until last week, and then I decided to update to 1.20.4 because of the changes to data packs coming in 1.20.5. I am 99% sure that the server is going to skip 1.20.5 and just wait for 1.21, probably early summer. That's likely what's going to happen. But I've got 3D skin layers, which just basically adds some 3D effects to your character. So it's not something that I'm going to see much on stream unless I meet up with other people. And I'll show you what that looks like, because in the configure here, you can see on my little dude, my glasses have got like a 3D feel to them. They're not just floating in space. And if I was to do that with my beard, then it would look 3D as well. And same with the cuffs on my sleeves. The cuffs on my sleeves are 3D. So this is more of a multiplayer thing. It's more just so we can have some fun interactions and stuff. Better F3, which I just showed you. Bobby is something that extends my render distance separate from the server. The server is set to 16, but my render distance is set to 32. Probably another reason why I have such a low frame rate. Continuity is actually an old mod. It's only geared for 1.20.2, but it does seem to work in 1.20.4, and that's just for connected textures like glass, things like that. Falling leaves is new. Let's go see if I can find something like that. I'll bring a bed so I can sleep. So the spreadsheet that you probably went and took a look at if you caught the link in chat. If you're watching this later, and it looks like, that's the Minecraft website. It looks like this. And I've got them separated into tabs. And so I'm pretty sure that this is a public viewing, but only myself and I think Cosmic can edit it. So these are the mods on the server. These are the data packs on the server. And then these are my personal client-side mods. And almost all of these are visual. Like, they're not really meant to be something that changes the gameplay much. It's all meant to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Quality of life. Just like visual, UI, performance, all that kind of stuff. But if I can find... Oh, there's a bit right over there. There's a tree there. So falling leaves adds, as you would expect, falling leaves to all the different trees in Minecraft that are not deciduous trees. No, these are deciduous. Those are coniferous. So coniferous don't have falling leaves because, of course, they don't have leaves. They've got needles, essentially, right? They're fir trees. But then you'll see some leaves falling from those kind of trees, which is very cool. Similar to how the cherry blossoms do now. Cherry blossoms, though, they fall more frequently. So I need to double check to see whether this mod has reduced the frequency of cherry blossoms or whether they've left it as default. But what I like about this, and what I like about this mod, and we'll hang out here for just a second to see if we can see one. Oh, there was one there, and there we go. So you're seeing like a couple of leaves fall. It's just really subtle. And I think it adds a little bit of life, which I like. And you can change a couple of different things. You can change the height at which this needs to be before a leaf will fall from it. So if you've got bushes on the ground that are just like 1 block above the ground, it won't have leaves falling from it. I've got it set to 2. I might actually increase it to 3. And that way you're only going to have just mostly trees. And then your bushes probably won't have leaves falling from them. Although I've noticed a couple of times we've got some leaves that'll fall from those, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. So that's the falling leaves one. And then what else we got here? Free cam, which I think is pretty self-explanatory. That is just something that gives me the opportunity to fly up into a camera, so we can, rather than flying away with rockets all the time, if I wanted to take a look at the proportions of this build, I can kind of zoop around and look at stuff and say like, yeah, it's too tall, or I've moved a block too far, that kind of thing. And then it leaves our player right there. And I'm pretty sure in the settings I've got it set so that I'm immune to damage if that happens. And then you just hit F4 and pops you back in. It's a lot easier than jumping back and forth into spectator mode. I am OP on the server because it is my server, but it's weird to flip back and forth, and this way we can just kind of do it. And I'm thinking ahead because I think this will come in really handy. It's weird that you start inside your face, but it's going to come in very handy in the modern city when we're working on skyscrapers and I have to look at them, or in the sci-fi zone if I'm working on something that's floating in the air. I think this is going to come in very, very handy. You've probably seen stuff like this on Hermitcraft. MindTripMedia with 100 bits. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Fabled Days, thanks again for the lurk, and thank you again for the raid. Folks, if you haven't already, go check out Fabled Days on Halcyon Heights. Mods. So, free cam, pretty straightforward. Indium and Iris are just visual stuff. It extends the sodium capabilities. Iris allows for shaders when I want. Lightmatica is something for builds. I haven't used it yet, but I did want to include it in case I do want to try it out. Lithium is also performance. Madlib is just libraries for other things. MiniHUD. MiniHUD we've had before. That is one of the things that helps me display things like the light levels. If I wanted to check the light levels, that kind of stuff. It just makes things a little bit easier. So it doesn't really change any blocks or any gameplay. It's a UI interface for me that really helps with things. It also can display things like circles and spheres and boxes for like mob farms. Mod menu is what you're looking at right now. Mouse tweaks just allows me to do things in the mouse interface. So if I want to just run my mouse over this and take the cobblestone out like that, then I can do that. And I find it very, very handy. So it's just helps you do stuff like that, which I like. And unfortunately, I had to remove smooth swapping. Smooth swapping was causing crashes. In 1.20.4, I couldn't even load the client. And all smooth swapping used to do was have the bedrock animation of items going from your inventory into a storage case. I really liked it, but unfortunately the person that modded it is not keeping it up. So I'm hoping to find another one like it, but I haven't found one yet. No screen bobbing is pretty straightforward. If you look at my crosshair, where's an easy spot to see it? I guess up against a cloud. If you look at my crosshair, it's not bobbing up and down. So as I'm walking, my camera is not bobbing. And what this does is it removes the bobbing of the camera, but it adds in the bobbing of your hand. So your hand moves like you're walking along, but your camera doesn't go up and down. So for me, I just found that it kind of made me seasick a little bit. So one of those sensitivity things. And if we look at the video settings, you have to leave view bobbing on in order for this mod to work. But when you have it on, it will keep the view bobbing animation in your hand as you run along, but it will remove the actual screen move. It's very similar to like changing the intensity of the nether portal or the wobbly animations and things like that in the game, the nausea animations. So that's really cool. And then we've got, last on the list was replay mod. That just helps me record stuff for later dates. I think a lot of people are used to seeing that in time lapses and stuff online. Shulker box tooltip is really straightforward. That just allows you to look inside of a shulker box inside of your inventory. You can't interact with it. You still have to place it down in the world just like normal, but you can pick it up. These are all things I've had before, or this is one that I've had before. There's really not that many new ones. Shulker Plus is not displaying correctly. I think it's working. I'm probably not going to use it that much, but that allows you to put an item on the outside of a shulker box indicating what's inside of it. I'm using color coding right now. I don't know. Do I have an anvil here? I guess we can go inside and see if it works. Blast Jordan, 6-month gift subscription courtesy of Cosmic Dancer has entered month 3. Thanks so much, Blast, for the shout out for Cosmic. And thanks for being here. Great to see you. So I've got an anvil in the basement of the keep here. So if I take this shulker box and I wanted to put, this is my backpack. So I don't know, what would be a really good symbol for a backpack? Maybe leather, just for fun. So you take this and I think you do this. Yep. And it costs you a level. And then your backpack has got a little leather symbol on it. And then I think you can remove it in the same way. Yeah. And you get the leather back. And if you wanted to put a block on there, like a furnace, you could do that too. The problem I have with it is I don't like it visually because the furnace really sticks out. Like it really sticks out far. I'm not sure why they did that. I would much prefer it if it was much flatter like the leather was. I think you only need a pixel. And you can also change how these display in your inventory. You can have them be like a full square, but I don't remember the code to do that. It's probably on the website. I don't know if they show you in here or not. This is actually not showing any options, which is weird. I'm not sure why this is showing this question mark, because this is actually not up to date for 1.20.4. It's only up to date for 1.20.1, I think, or .2. So it's working, but it's not having all of its bells and whistles with it. So in some cases I like it, and in other cases I don't. And I'm going to stick to using maybe like the flat options rather than arrows. Like for example, we've got 3 white shulker boxes, or 2 anyway, and they both contain different things. So I could take a rocket from here and put this on my rocket box. And the unfortunate thing is that you can't control the direction. They always face the same way. Another thing I didn't like about them. They're obviously meant to face up when they're on the wall, but if I wanted to face it this way, it's going to be upside down like that. But at least in here now, I can tell the difference between my rocket box and my toolbox. And if I have, do I have just an iron pickaxe? I'll totally just make an iron pickaxe if I can. I'm not going to put a diamond pickaxe on the outside of it, although maybe later, maybe some other time goes on that one. So now in my shulker box, I can see the difference between this, and this of course is going to be at an angle. If anybody in the chat uses this mod and knows the code that I can change the display to show it off, let me know. Okay, I guess I can put the furnace back in here. Oh, did I get... I guess you keep... I guess it makes a copy of the item? I thought it used up the item. Weird. That's the shulker box one. And what was the last one? tooltip fix, that's just a display thing for the UI. Sodium is what we're using instead of Optifine for optimization. Sodium is what makes everything look like this. So when you're going through your quality and your performance and your advanced and all that stuff, your shader packs, it's all there. And it doesn't have the same amount of capabilities as Optifine, and that's why I have several other mods like continuity, and there was another one too. I can't remember what it was. There's a couple that I was using. And then Zero's minimap and Zero's world map. So the minimap is pretty easy to spot. That's in the top right hand corner. And that I find is just really nice to have your coordinates, your time and your day. And then also the world map, as you might expect, just gives me an opportunity to show everybody what I've been working on for the last 3 years here, and zoom out and see everything in real Minecraft colors as opposed to the map colors. So we've been using this for years, so people that have been a fan of the channel for a while probably used to it. Smurf588 has resubscribed at tier 1 for 29 months, coming up on the big 3 zeros. Thanks so much, Smurf, and has given out 5 gifted subs to Ping the Net, Gum Earl, that's a great username, Epic Enderman 9876, Happy Cat, hi Happy Cat, and Stralcord, I think I'm saying that right. You've all received gifts from Smurf588, so make sure to thank them in the chat, and connect your Discord and your Twitch, and you can join us all in the Discord now that you have received a gift sub. Thanks so much, Smurf. Not just here, but also on your support on the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe and my personal Discord. Like, I really appreciate all of it. And then the continuity thing, which I've mentioned before, is just this. The glass has got no seams on it. And I've got a special texture pack on my glass that gives me a tiny border. It's a half pixel instead of a full pixel. So you still get it, but it's not quite as heavy. And then the connected textures also work on old-fashioned bookshelves, which I may have an example of here. I don't know how many of these we might have replaced with chisel bookshelves. I think they've all been replaced with chisel bookshelves. Oh no, look, there's one. So it connects the bookshelves, so it looks like they have like a connected texture. And it does the same thing with sandstone. So when you're building sandstone, you don't have those seams on every block. It's all cobbled looking until you get to the very top, which I really, really like. That's the deal there. I won't go over all of the data packs. Like, so many of them are just like little recipe tweaks, all that kind of stuff. I've made sure that my stonecutter wood recipes and my deep slate stonecutter recipes are all up to date. So all that was involving was the ability to, I guess I probably had this on the other side. So if I grab logs and I put it in the stone cutter, then I can make the things, right? And it's proportioned based on normal Minecraft proportions, except for you get some extra trapdoors. So it's not a lot, but you do get a little bit. It's more efficient than taking 4 planks. You wouldn't even get 1 trapdoor to that. And now you can get 4 trapdoors out of a log, which to me makes sense. It's like 1 trapdoor per, like if I change these into these, I can get 1 trapdoor for every plank, which I think is a fair trade-off. And unfortunately, whenever I update Minecraft, my server just completely forgets that I've been playing for 6 years and I know everything, and it just kind of thinks that, oh, you've not unlocked the recipe for wood before. And I think that's it for data packs that are worth explaining. Everything else is really subtle. Things like unpacking wool and string and stuff like that. What else do I have on this list? Just to see if there's anything worth mentioning. Tables and chairs you've already seen. Yeah, AFK display, double shulker shells when a shulker dies. Like, just really, really simple things. No Enderman griefing, they can't pick up blocks. Basic stuff. Yeah, very, very simple recipes. They are all available, like I said, on this website or the school sheet that I'll have linked you can use a command in chat. And I'll also provide it for people that want it in the Discord. So they've all got hot links if you want to test them out yourself. So it's all good. So now I guess we've got to figure out what we're going to be working on today. And I was debating if I wanted to try to work on this, but I really have not done any research as to what I want to do there. I know that I want to try and add maybe a little bit of a patio. So maybe we'll take another half an hour and just kind of like poke at this and see what we might want to do. I thought it could be fun to have a little garden back here. We do have the ability to add new tables and chairs in here, so that could be fun. I remember thinking that this was a little bit far back from the bank. Maybe this bank just needs to be a lot more shallow. Like this is a really large shelf. Maybe this needs to be less deep. And that way we could maybe have some sort of natural path that could go down to the river, because this is going to be a little on the steep side. And if we have a natural path that comes down to the river, then we have something cool to look at here, right? That could be cool. Pretty sure there's a mod that auto unlocks all the recipes in the book if the wood thing bothers you. No, it's a data pack actually. I think they use it on Hermitcraft. It's part of the vanillatweaks.net series of data packs. And you're right, I should probably just get it. I think the problem that I have is that I don't think Minecraft should reset all of those recipes whenever you update an existing world. I think that's a fault of either the game or the server. I don't know which. But thank you. Yes, Sable. It's probably worth doing if it's not a thing that can be easily fixed. Or whether maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. What can we do here? I guess I could use some of these. So I'm pretty sure I don't want this to be any bigger inside. Oh, right. I remember I wanted to switch this around. But if we were to make a wall here, I would probably start it sort of like there. I feel like that's enough distance. Not bad. Add like a little courtyard out the back. Although now I've got to figure out how to get out here. I guess maybe we could turn this into a door. Or I could put a door here. Kind of like that actually. Lose the window. Maybe I need to extend this back part to have like an extra roof on it. I really kind of like the idea of having chimney there. That's not terrible. But then we can't use that. That's annoying. guess if I move this, then I could put the door here. I could put the window there. Doing what I didn't want to do, which is have the windows directly across from one another, but I guess that does kind of make sense. Yeah, that's not bad. I feel like this is a decent enough spot to have a chimney out here, a little garden. I want it to be self-sufficient, so like vegetable garden. Maybe we could have like a little pig pen or something here. Patch notes are out for the latest snapshot for those wanting some context for the chat, which I believe is the new mace, which I just saw. We can actually take a look at that. Normally the snapshots are Wednesdays, but they changed it. They changed it. Have it open. Or at least I thought I had it open. Doesn't appear to be any patch notes, but I did notice that Ulraf had shared the mace. Can do tons of damage by dropping down and smacking people with it. And there's a better example here. See, the person drops down, there's a delay, then you can see what actually happens. So it's like an area of effect. You can watch the armor stands all go flying. I think it's a neat idea. I really think it needs to be fatter than a pixel. I think it looks kind of silly the way that it is. So I would probably have a custom model that would make it look like an actual hammer, an actual mace. Let me... They're terrible about this. Thanks for the link in chat, Cosmic. I often find that the article will be out, but then you can't find it on Minecraft.net. Like, it just won't be here. You have to actually find the local link. Added the mace. Added the breeze rod. There's a breeze rod now. Added heavy core. Geez, there's all kinds of new stuff. 2 new armor trims. 3 new pottery sherds. 2 new banner patterns. Updated vault loot table and updated trial chamber. So lots of big changes to the experimental features. So lots of 1.21 stuff. I wonder if that means that 1.25 is getting a lot closer to release. 1.20.5, sorry. Heavy core, a mysterious dense block which can be combined with breeze rods to craft the brand new weapon, the mace. Oh, so there's a new block in the game. Wow. Items, breeze rod, crafted into 4 wind charges or used with heavy core to create the mace. 4 wind charges. Interesting. Mace, a new weapon to smash your enemies. So smashing your enemies, not the ground. So you can't mine with it. Leverage the weight of this new weapon to deal additional damage the farther you fall before hitting your target. Jump down into target. Knockback effect. That's pretty straightforward. That's cool. I'm never going to besmirch, them adding cool stuff like this for flavor and fun and all that kind of stuff. Players can use mace in combination with wind charges to launch up and deliver devastating smash attacks. Oh, so you can get yourself up in the air with the wind charge and then combine that with the mace. That's cool. The breeze drops 1 to 2 breeze rods. So they drop breeze rods and wind charges now. Or no, maybe they drop only breeze rods and now you have to craft the wind charges. That could be it too. Flow, Guster, and Scrape pottery sherds. Flow and Guster banner patterns. Bolt and Flow armor trims. Breeze rod and copper blocks. Won't get into all these changes. We are going to cover this extensively on the next episode of the Spawn Chunks, which should be episode 289 coming up on Monday. So if you're not already, follow the Spawn Chunks on your favorite podcasting platform. Free, easy to listen to. Myself and Pixariffs break down all the Minecraft news and have some editorial chat. Lots of listener email too, which is fun. Technical changes, data packs, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Right on. How does this look for scale? Yeah, it's about right. I'm just a little bit concerned about... I really wanted to be able to see the river more from here. I might try to knock this back. My problem is that I don't have a real plan for the block palette for this, so I don't want to start building because I really don't know what colors I'm going to use. Do I have slabs? Because I would like to see if I can get the pathway working. That would be nice. So one of the things I wanted to make sure is that it's far enough away from the road that this is going to make sense and not feel too steep. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be okay. Yep. I actually kind of like that you can go straight through. Kitchen area. Oh, I wanted to double check a way to get the basement in here, didn't I? If I remove this and I drop the ceiling down. I remember now from the end of the last stream, I wanted the ceiling to be down here. I need to go get more spruce planks. That's what I remember. Didn't have enough of. Am I gonna make it? Yanni, hello. Hope you're doing well. Matt B, good to see you. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it. I need more slabs. This is why I like this little data pack. And stairs. That should be enough. So if this is going to be the next level. Oh, that's going to mess with those windows. Do I want those windows to be super tall? It does give us more room to do some cool stuff with the roof out here. And if we have 3 full blocks, we can do things like bushes, vines, and whatnot. Oh, does this feel super cramped? I don't know. I guess we could have it at 2 levels. There could be a bit of a raise. I guess the problem upstairs is that it has to go up by a full block. So we either have it at this level upstairs there. Whoops. I just want it to come down, I think, for this end, maybe. Because what I want to do is have this be the way down. Actually, I should just go get stone stairs. Tractor Tarzan, thanks very much for the kind words. Appreciate it. It is indeed the affiliate anniversary. 6 years streaming on Twitch this week. Stone. I was really hoping to get some more performance out of Minecraft with the mod updates. I tried using a mod called Invidium that was supposed to greatly increase your frame rate and your render distance. It also fixed a problem with sodium, which I can't seem to fix, which is I've got, where is it? Use block face culling. If enabled, only the faces of blocks which are facing the camera will be submitted for rendering. This can eliminate a large number of block faces very early in the rendering process, which greatly improves rendering performance. Some resource packs may have issues with this option, so try disabling it if you're seeing holes in blocks. So I thought that by turning that off, I would be able to see both sides of leaf blocks, but I can't. Like it doesn't show me the other side of the leaf block. So all of my leaf blocks feel very sparse. They don't feel as dense as they should, in my opinion, but I can't figure out how to fix it. So if anybody knows of a secondary sodium related mod that will put that back, then that would be great, because that's something I would like to have. Plus it's more vanilla looking too. And I don't know if I want to go straight down like that. We'll go there. Oh, that's not going to work. So this would have to be, I guess, planks. Nope. I guess we have to go farther. This will end up being some sort of tile or kitchen looking block. And then, yeah, that'll work. I might be able to get away with a stair or something here. Oh, nope, never mind. That has to be like that. And that's going to look really funny. Only just big enough to get our head underneath. So if I can do that, then I can get down here into a basement. Be great. I didn't bring a torch with me. That means I have to find another place for the stairs to go up, though. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I guess I might have to start these stairs farther back. That's probably the case. So what I'm going to have to do is put... Oh yeah, that's tight. How am I going to get up to this next level without going outside? Delicious Donut says the mod is called Cull Less Leaves, but it hasn't been updated in months. No, that sucks. Use a mod called Entity Culling, which boosted my FPS considerably. I tried that, and I had to remove it, EladJenkins, because I was getting a frame stutter. I'll try it again, because I really wanted to add fresh animations. So I had fresh animations, and I had entity models and entity textures added, and it turned my rendered distance textures into pixelated garbage. Like, it really looked like 2012 Minecraft. Like, it was awful. So I had to remove it. But I'll try adding entity culling back in, maybe off stream, see if that works. Cosmic, could you send me a DM to remind me, if you don't mind? That's after all the, like, I spent 2 days updating the server, all of my mods, testing a bunch of mods I wanted to use, I couldn't use. Like, my brain is just toast at the moment. Oh, I don't know how to get a staircase in here without sacrificing, like, this whole corner. That's not awful. I don't mind that. That gets us pretty low. Thanks, Cosmic. I just heard the DM. Oh, we still can't get down there. I could if it was a trapdoor. So we can get down there, and then I could potentially just do this. But I never like doing staircases like this. I find them really sketchy. Because then that looks weird. I guess this could be a slab? No, it's still the same problem. I guess we could go there. That's not the end of the world. This is the fun of building these kind of things. I quite like this. Right, we could put trapdoor there. So if this isn't a counter, if that is like cupboard storage, then that could be okay. I'm okay with losing one block. I want this to be furnace and chimney and stuff. And then I guess we could take this back to staircase. And then switch this around. Whoops. Rizzy Realm Hopper, hello, hello. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I feel like that. We'll put some trapdoors and stuff down. And then that gets us up to that level that I wanted, right? So if we wanted the ceiling in here to be lower, this is a nice change here. So we can come up to here. We just have to be careful of what's happening there. Oh, but then we can't. Oh, yeah. So this really becomes less of an actual room. We might have to go all the way up to this next level. I thought that I was going to be able to get away with it, lowering the top, but I think we have to leave it that height. Yep, I think we'll go up here. I was just hoping to not like bloat the first level. But that probably looks better anyway. And then we don't have to worry about bashing our head. We can just railing that off. Just doesn't give a lot of room in here by the time we finish the roof. So we might have to change the roof shape a little bit. That's fine. So I think that's decent. Gives me the opportunity to go down the way that I want. Because here's the thing, what I wanted to do down here. I'm going to go get a torch before I forget. I'll show you the potential here. Maybe we'll dig out the basement too. This is completely turned into me doing layout for this build. But oh, I can use the fancy free cam. Does anybody know if there's a way to start that not inside of my brain? Very jarring. So there's this got, oh, it does have collision on. Okay. So you know the staircase is in there and it goes down here. It's also very jumpy. But over here, this is a natural cave that I closed up, but I thought this would be a fun spot just to like leave like a little secret tunnel. So that could be fun to add like a little path that comes down here. Maybe it goes in here, and then that tunnel, we could link it up to the basement. Just for no other reason than I think it would be fun. Word Nerdify, good to see you. Thanks very much for the resub. 20 months, the big 2-0. Appreciate that. There's a setting in the mod where you can start where your face cam starts from. Let's do that. I knew there was. I haven't had the time to really. Visual options. Utility options. Movement options. Initial perspective. First person, third person, mirror. Ugh. Try first person. Oh, that's better. Yeah, it just pops you out like a half meter in front of you. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Break time when you're ready, says Cosmic. Thanks. So let's go quickly check the Y level over here. Hey, there was a leaf. See, they're really subtle. I really like them. It would be really cool in a mod pack if you had seasonal changes. Actually, I should look at Sliced Lime wrote a data pack for seasons. I should look at that. We are at, I need to do a better job with this too. I need to prioritize the coordinates. 64. So we want to go down to at least 64. Maybe not quite. 60, 62 or 63. We're at 73 now. Oh, yeah, we don't want to go too far. This is at 72. So I'd want to make sure we go down to 68. I brought torches. So I feel like if we do that, and then I find the easiest way to do this kind of stuff is just to find your perimeter and just go down. I can see on the map that I'm getting close. Right, so we might not do the whole basement, but that would give us a rough idea. If I brought this down. That's the front wall. So we would go down into the cellar, which would be probably like food storage and stuff. That's plenty of room. Even if we just did the back part here, like even if it was just this. So, although it may not be enough. Hold on. I do like making these things like sort of realistic. So that's the outside wall there. And then this is it here. Whoops. Yeah, I'd say we would probably want to do the whole basement. This would be a little bit small. But then we can take something out this side. Maybe somewhere like here. You can see where I am on the map. Underneath everything. We can connect that way over there. It might be a little far. I might have to save that idea for another build. We'll see. Either way, fun stuff. Break time when you're ready. Thank you very much, Cosmic. I will take advantage of that. Thanks for hanging out, everyone, folks. If you're new, I take a break once an hour. Gives me a chance to reheat my coffee, stretch my legs, that kind of thing. Sometimes rack my brain over what I'm going to be doing next. Like how this is going to be such a very plain wall. And you get to watch a couple of ads if you're not a sub, but it helps support the channel. Otherwise, enjoy the music, and I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. All right, we're back. And it looks like some of the tables and chairs are starting to display right. I thought there was a chair in here somewhere. Maybe I destroyed it? I don't remember. I know that this place has a lot of tables and chairs. Yeah, so they're here, but they're just facing the wrong way. And the table is completely missing now. And then these ones, like, I can click on that, but I can't click on that, which is weird. There's definitely some bugs to work out. It's the problem with having a long-term world and using data packs is that you don't have the opportunity to reset every once in a while. Hold on for 1 second, folks. It's finally starting to warm up here, and I've got a fan going in the studio, and it just completely flopped over and started pointing the wrong direction. I was like, well, that's not going to be any help. Ancients, thanks very much. Appreciate the raid and the well wishes. Appreciate it. Folks, if you have not already checked out what Ancients is doing, by all means, follow them on Twitch, see what's up. These are facing the right way, but is it me or is there like something weird displaying? Yeah, it might be worth getting rid of some stuff there. I think that's like the seat or something. There's a way to display, because I don't really care about sitting down in them. I think it's kind of dumb. You can sit in the chair, but it looks terrible, and I never use it, so I don't care about that. But at least it looks done. I feel like there's some this is not a very good interior. Obviously one of the first ones I did. This place has got a lot of tables and chairs too. I wonder if this has got some, if the errors have been sort of fixed. No. No, it has not. No, it has not. Like, those are trapdoors. They're not even the table texture. And then these ones are okay. I've got the feeling that I've got 3 different versions of this data pack on the server. I think this is the previous version that has been correctly updated but needs a little bit of tweaking. And then this is like the 2 versions previous where they're just all over the map. So I think what we'll do is we'll dig out the basement a bit. I'm going to use stone bricks, I think, just for now. If we have to replace it, it's not going to be the end of the world. I guess I could try a little double deep slate too. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. And how does this go? This goes 3, 1, and 3. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to dig down and just bring down the outside wall. Probably easier to do it this way. Oops. I guess I can probably do it all from up here. Should be easy enough. Dad from Bear resubscribed for 19 months. Thanks ever so much. Hope you're having a good day. This will be easier. Oh, that's wrong. So that is the tricky piece. This is one. Put that in there. So it's realistic as I can get it to a point. So that, unfortunately, has to be dirt. We have to try to find a way to cover that up. Hunter 555, hello, hello. Obo Skunk, with such a long-term world, at what point do you stop yourself from going back and redoing builds from years past? It's a really good question, and I do it. I do it in a way that if I know something is coming, then sometimes I'll wait. Like I know when moss was on its way, I waited to do a lot of the landscaping until I had moss, right? So in some ways, I just knew that this was going to take years, and I just kind of put some stuff off. In other ways, I'll fix stuff that's broken. So like the data pack's broken, the tables and chairs, that needs fixing. But I'm trying to think about something that I have not redone that I'm not super happy with. Well, I mean, like the interiors of those homes, I'm not going to go back and redo all the interiors. I'm just going to double check that there's no errors. What else would I redo? Like textures, I won't go back and retexture stuff. You know, simple things that I would have done before I had some more capability. I'm really resisting. I want to fix that house. I really don't like it. It's far too large. It doesn't have the right scale or vibe. This feels much better, as does this. Oh, I redid the top of this, but that's because I added these towers in everywhere. So hold on. Yay, free cam. There is, does this work? Oh, I got zoom and free cam. So there's a bell tower there. There is a southern bell tower there. And there is a western bell tower there. And this was a different top. And so what I decided to do like 2 years later, 3 years later, was make sure that there was a bell tower on each gate. And so that's why I changed that. So like, if it makes sense, then I'll do it, right? I think I'm going to really enjoy that free cam. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll go downstairs and see if I can find those. Oh, I went underneath it. So it's right there. Dr. Potato coming in with the raid. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Free cam noise mod even comes with helicopter noise? Does it? Did I make a noise? I know Alistair has a helicopter noise that he plays when he's in the modern city. I imagine the free cam mode would help you out a lot, Cosmic. I know you've got the map for top down, but I imagine with what you're doing in Somerville, the free cam mod would really help. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. And this is just the completionist in me, liking that these builds have this kind of connectivity. Oh, that's the stair. Happy affiliate anniversary, says Dr. Potato. I've been watching you for about 2 years. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I think I have this right. What I should do is just dig around until I see the bottoms of all of these stone blocks. These are supposed to be bushes. Let's make them something not stone. You know what? That'll do for now. You know you're using placeholder blocks when bushes, people. Bushes. Use your imagination. I will eventually go back and change all that. I just wanted to distinguish what's stone and what's not wall, I guess. Oh. So really it should be 4. Yeah, so I'll go 2 on either side of that. Maybe we'll tighten it up a little bit because I don't think the chimney would be the edge of the... Yeah, so I think here is where the wall would be. Because this is going to be... That's hearth. And that way we can have a different ceiling than we do floor. Yeah, it's a decent sized basement. And technically, I guess it would come in from here. Yeah, that's cobblestone. And that's the bush. That's why I did that. I wanted to know what was what. So technically, where's the wall? Right there. Whoops. So really we could put this wherever we want. But that's a decent size little basement, I think. And we'll come back and texture this and make it look good. I'm hoping I don't have to replace it. I don't think I'm going to make it deep slate. I think stone is probably the way to go. If anything, we'll probably add just a lot of tuff and cobblestone and textures and whatnot. Right, and then that has to be dirt. So I wonder here if we could do an upside down stair. That works, but unfortunately we still see that. Not going to be a way to cover that up. Well, I guess we could just leave it straight like that. Nope, can't even do that. I do like constructing these winding passages and stuff. It's very fun. It satisfies the Lego builder in me, I think. And there would probably be some sort of wood support there. Probably be a beam. Elkhorn95 used 300 bits. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thanks so much, Elkhorn. The mighty Elkhorn. Been a part of the channel community for ages. But not because you're old. Not because you're old. The pot calling the kettle black, I realize. So I don't think I want the secret entrance there, because then it's kind of like in your face as soon as you get down here. Not so secret. I also think we can maybe shave this corner off. Maybe even both of these. Yeah, I think that's cooler. We'll have some fun with that. Interesting shape. We can create some shelving and stuff, and then I guess we could either have the secret tunnel like right here. Or we could hide it behind something. So maybe we have the tunnel exit, you know, in the corner, and we can put something in front of it. So you'd have to come around a bookshelf or something. That could be kind of fun. Maybe not a bookshelf because there wouldn't be books down here, but more like a, I don't know, wine barrel or something. Dr. Potato, what were you up to on stream? By the way, sorry, I forgot to ask you. All right, I'm feeling pretty happy about that. Before I get carried away with the interior, I guess I should maybe... Yeah, this feels... I really wish I hadn't gotten rid of that. I guess I could put another chair here. We could have like a chair there. And a chair here. That feels really basic though. And then it's all this wide open space kind of not being used. I guess we could put a table in the middle. I don't know. I'll have to work on that. Dr. Potato had to run for lunch, but they said that they were making gardener skins and a Komodo skin. Oh, very cool. So they were streaming making the skin? That's awesome. That's a really long tunnel, and I don't know if our basement, does it exceed the footprint? No, we're still within, what's the zoom key? There we go. We're still within the footprint. Yeah, I like this, and then maybe we'll turn it to the right. Dig it. I like it, like it. That gives lots of room out here to do gardening. This is going to be visible on the ground over here, which is nice. Gives it a nicer footprint. So then it's going to be a matter of making sure there's a path coming down here. I mean, I'm not moving this anymore. Any thoughts that I had as to moving this are no longer possible. I think I've just invested too much time. I feel like we need to have like a wood pile somewhere too. Maybe that can go there. That's really big. We'll come up with something else. That's a little bit better. I feel like I'm going to want a stair going this way, just so it's less in your face. Then we'll have to figure out what to do out here. Aim to please, shoot to kill. Nice, Scotsman. Also, hi. Good to see you. So yeah, I like the way that this is coming together. I might even want to increase the size of these gardens out the front, because there's only the 2 tiers. I guess there could be a little bit of something here. And maybe, because this has now got proper path here, we can connect this up in a way. Oh, that's the outer wall. Whoops. That's the outer wall. Yeah, we want it connecting over this side. Maybe we'll push this back a bit. We can play around with that. It's a little wide, but you get the idea. There'd be a path going around the whole thing. And that would connect back up to this. And then maybe from here, we can go down this way. How would I want to approach this? Probably... Oh, Get those views that way. I think I like that better. So I would probably send this in this direction. I'll get you to look over there. So just kind of rough it in. We're really going to have to do some landscaping to smooth that out, but I think that's cool. So when I do stuff like this, I try to think about where you're going to be looking as you're walking along the path. So you're coming out of the garden here. I mean, right away, you've got this kind of cool frame, but you're looking at that, and then you're looking over here at everything I've built this way. And then as you're coming down, you're going to be focused back around on this, which is cool. I might not have it point so, like right now it's more pointed at that. I'd probably want to point it a little bit more like this. So I think I'd rather get down here around this level, and that way you're walking, you're looking at that instead. So this is probably going to go a little bit wider, like right here. It's probably going to scoot farther in this direction. Just go a little bit wider. And obviously it'd be a lot smoother. We'll go down in better steps along here, especially here. And then coming back up, same deal. So when you're coming back up, you'll be walking this way and seeing the structure there, and then you'll see the main gate, and then when you're coming up here, you'll be looking at the farm. Great view this way. Yeah, Elcorin, the mace. We looked at it briefly here at the beginning of the stream. There's some cool tweets from Olraf and Slice Lime. And the patch notes are out. It's all linked in my Discord. I don't know. I think the tweets are linked in there too. I think it was either Dan or CJ. Can't remember who. Yanni, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate the well wishes, and we'll see you soon. It's amazing. Yes, I have seen the thing. I don't know if it's amazing. It's I'd like to switch it. I'd probably do a custom texture so that when you hold it, it looks like this. Maybe a little bit bigger. But I like, man, this camera moves fast. But I prefer that to that kind of a thing. I don't change my main tools just because people would just constantly be asking in chat what's going on. I may actually take that up. Might be worth putting like a trapdoor or something there. Do I have a junglewood trapdoor? I do. Junglewood trapdoor, or maybe even a mangrove. It's probably gonna clash, but we'll do it anyway. This side. We'll figure it out. Want a rainbow colored mace? Do they come in different colors? Voldare, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate the kind words. Have a good one. And thank you for all of your support as well. Rocking that fire keystone badge. All right, well, I think we're at that stage where I got to start thinking about what blocks I want to do to use this, to design this with. And I know I was thinking about doing some calcite. This can just go back in here. I really need to reorganize my shulker box. What do I need in this? So I have, I need slabs. Might as well replenish while we're here. And the rest can just be bricks. So I'll take that back to dump out. I'll leave these here. Yep. Unlikely to come in different colors, but I just want someone to make a rainbow one. If only I knew someone that was good enough with like art and textures and Minecraft and such. Yeah, we could probably figure that out. I've been thinking about how to do some different stuff on stream and component format. I might be doing some block bench modeling and texturing and stuff on stream. I want to try and stay away from getting like into that rabbit hole of doing too much custom stuff in Minecraft. So I'm not going to be making like new blocks. I guess I don't have to put that in the chest, do I? By the way, I'm just curious if anybody has seen this, but this is news to me. I saw this on Hermitcraft. And where are my pots? Maybe I don't have any clay pots? Thought I did. There we go. Apparently, people have been using hoppers and pots because this has got an inventory. You can put something into it from a hopper and you can take something out of it from a hopper. So if you had a long line of hoppers like that, I mean, this is making bone meal, but if this wasn't making bone meal, if this was just taking stuff from that chest to the other chest, you can save yourself some iron by putting this in place of where the composter is. And then the items flow just the same. It's just that this only has the one inventory. So they're only going to ever move one item through at a time anyway. So my guess is that it's just to save on materials. I don't think there's any other real function to it. So yeah, I don't know. Does anybody know if there's more technical? I guess the readout, what's it called? The comparator readout from a pot would be different. I'm not sure if the number of inventory slots to scan through increases lag or not. Oh, that could be it too, Scotsman. Yeah. I mean, it's only going to work vertically. You can't do it. Yeah, you can't do it horizontally. You could go into it horizontally. I think so anyway. Hold on. If only I was playing the game and I could find out. I've not messed with pots at all. Yep. So you can put them in. So I do this. Yep. I know that a hopper under a composter used to be considered good for reducing lags. It was only updating on user interaction and had a single item slot. Now they're changed to solid block interactions with hoppers that might change some more. Yeah, no, I think 1.20.5 means that you don't have to put stuff on top of hoppers anymore. I'm pretty sure. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. What did I come in here for? Right, I wanted to look for diorite and calcite. I don't think I'm going to be using clay. And I wanted a different color roof material. but I wanted to keep it kind of medieval fantasy. Red bricks is too bright. I've got so much crap. Oh, someone was asking earlier about that connected texture. This is what it does. So instead of having this every block, the higher you go, the only thing that has the line is the top block, and it connects everything else. Works for regular sandstone too. Alright, so I don't have bright blocks here. I guess moss was the thing that Pixelriff suggested on the podcast. That would be moss, bamboo, I guess I'm going to be looking at stairs, right? That's the main thing. Could do a copper roof. That could be cool. That might be really, really bright, though, if we do calcite walls. I guess I could do like a mossy or muddled copper roof. Mud bricks would be cool. I could work that with some brown, with some spruce. Definitely not bamboo. Maybe brick stairs. Bring those. Yeah. So packed mud. Copper. Where's my copper? Do I have packed mud in here? Oh, I guess crimson is another one too. Warped stairs, bamboo stairs. Yeah, they're all in here. Crimson is really purple. I don't want to do acacia. We've already got acacia. That's not going to be something that clashes. I guess warped. And what was the other thing? Copper. Mangrove. There's the mud brick stairs. Thought one of these was mud bricks. Maybe I've used them all? Oh, here they are. As far as I remember, solid blocks now lock a hopper from scanning above them, so that does the same far better. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think there are some exceptions like mud, farmland, soul sand, maybe. All right, let's reorganize here. Diorite, calcite. All right. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate it. I do want to get in at least a look at what this might be. Now, can I just put this in here? No. I have to make this into bricks first. Now can I put it in here? Yes. So that's one look. The other look is waxed, exposed. Can I turn these into cut ones? Yes. And then I think I wanted to try the warped wood, because this could be fun to play with too. Especially if I can go lighter with it. Although that's really bright. I should really get that data pack that unlocks all the recipes. And then we'll get diorite and calcite to kind of rough it out. So I know that it's going to be very bright, but I feel like having a nice white wall here would be cool. And we can do some texturing and stuff later. Just the basics. I keep on getting ready to fly away when really I can just do this. I feel like it's probably less jarring than flying away with rockets all the time. I like the idea of having it be white, but then of course the dark I feel needs to change if that's the case. I feel like this will look nice too. Whoops. Forget how easy it is to break some blocks with the endgame tools. Right, so then if we go up here, I need some scaffolding. So this needs to be built out anyway, because I want it to overhang. So we can just start here with mud is probably going to give me the most flexibility. But then there's also this. I think I prefer the mud. This is just too Christmassy, very candy cane. I think I prefer the mud. And then we can take some spruce maybe, work it in. I think I like it a lot better than flying around with the rockets. I really wish I had it when I was doing the mountain. That would have been handy. I mean, it's good and bad. It's good to do that kind of stuff with vanilla things because it means that you're anybody watching that's playing without mods, you know, can do the same thing at home, use the same techniques, that kind of stuff. I mean, we can mess around with some patterns there to make it look nice. It does remind me of creative mode. That's the only thing I find a little bit jarring with the free cam. Oh, there's an edge there. Ray Hall, hello. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. See, like we can even use the trapdoors there to kind of fudge change, or we can go straight at these, I guess. That's a better shape. I guess the nice thing about the free cam is that you can do it if you're on like a precarious piece of scaffolding, then you could use the free cam to go check things out that way too, and that would be fun. That's a full block. I did not expect that to be a full block. We could also make that dark oak and then have the rest of it be mud blocks. I don't think I want to make it spruce because I feel like I've trimmed every roof with spruce, or almost every roof with spruce. You know, I have it everywhere. So trying to do something different. Do that on the other end. See, that works pretty well. Does the dark oak go with the mud? I don't know if I don't think I want to make the whole roof dark oak. I've done that a lot too. Really hard to break those habits of the things that just seem to work so well. The problem is I try all the different options and then I find one that I like and then realize, crap, it's the same one that I've used over and over and over again. I like the contrast. I like the contrast of it. I was coming over here to pick up that leaf. It's like, there's a thing on the ground. Autopilot. Go pick it up, Joel. Well, if we do the white, I feel like this could be dark somehow. Whether that's stone or deep slate or even if it's just stone bricks. A gradient roof? It might be big enough for that. Whoops. I have no plan here. I am just winging this with my existing Minecraft knowledge. A lot of times I look stuff up on Pinterest. Try to come up with an idea for things. I have my own Pinterest board too, which usually helps. Oh, there needs to be more contrast than that, just that. That might actually be better off as like stripped, maybe like stripped dark oak logs. It needs to be much higher contrast than just the gray and the white there. Maybe this is how I get the dark oak. Maybe I use the dark oak for the trim. I could use the spruce trapdoors there, but maybe I use like dark oak along here. That's probably better. That's probably better. I don't know that I've done another mud roof. I feel like one of them is. That's dripstone. That's jungle wood. Oh, maybe there's a mud roof over there. Yeah, right here. So, mental note. See, this is why I didn't want to use dark oak as the trim. Because I've done a dark oak mud roof already. Although I like the packed mud in there. We'll have to work some of that in if we decide to go this way. Mental note not to completely copy this, because this has got calcite and stuff in there too. It just has enough of a gray on the edge that it makes it feel a little bit less bright white. I forgot about this build. This is one of the drawbacks of having done something for 3.5 years. Do like that too. Although, ooh, I forgot about the sign trick. Those are junglewood signs. I wonder, composters might be a little bit too too dark? Yeah, I don't know if I want to not do an outline. Also, I think I put the chimney in too far. This is wall, I want to say. Yeah. That makes sense? That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this roof is it's off by a bit, isn't it? Lazy Tiger subscribed at tier 1. That's 8 months, Lazy Tiger. That's amazing. Thanks so much. All right, just to make sure, I'm going to try the brighter colors. Just mod testing? Right on. Let's go with these guys and see how this looks. I forget that these have a weird squishy noise. And I can get into all kinds of different fancy things with the roof shapes later. I'm really just trying to get the basics in here. I already established that mangrove was too bright. Copper is the other one that I have not tried yet. Also fun noises. Oh, I didn't do the bottoms. I guess that really messes. This side would have to be asymmetrical because of the window. Just gonna fill this in. I'm really glad that calcite is not a block that reacts to gravity. That would be a real pain. I think the mud block is winning out for me. What do we think, chat? Maybe we do like a mud block, and if we can attempt that gradient, maybe that's something we can do. I look so good with this dark oak, but I don't want to copy that build that I showed you earlier. Maybe we can just do the trim around the door in dark oak. Something I've definitely picked up over the last few years in doing all this stuff is that I can put together a roof pretty quickly as far as coming up with different shapes and kind of knowing how the forms are going to flow into one another. It's a really fun skill to have. Oh, I added stairs there. Interesting. Let's do that. Let's get rid of these. We'll do stairs instead. I mean, I still don't think we're going to be using the warped, but might as well leave it for now. And then this just doesn't exist back here. And I guess this would just continue on this way. League or Gaming just popped in to lurk and work. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Always good to see you. Thanks for the support, as always. I have a funny feeling I'm going to be wanting a texture change at some point. Because I feel like this mud is going to feel very, very bland after a while. There's obviously going to be a window up here too at some point. I don't have any spruce stairs. No, I'm going to wrap things up in a few minutes, Cosmic. If there's a chance that we can raid somebody, though, then let me know in chat. Happy to pass everybody along. I thought I would just go a little bit of extra time just because it's that the anniversary weekend for the affiliate. I thought it would be kind of fun to keep on going for a little bit, but don't want to push it too far. That just feels weird. Then we can put like a fence gate or something above that. And we'd have to do diorite stairs there. Oh no, diorite stairs are only in polished, right? That's annoying. I guess I could do... Oh no, you can do diorite stairs. There are now so many blocks in the game. I do find it hard to keep track sometimes. That works inside because diorites can be kind of a shadow. And then we'll cover that up maybe with a fence gate. I know, that feels strange. Missing something somehow. Oh, I know. Do that. It's a little bit better. This just feels very flat. Maybe we can go back to these. Or maybe I do it that way. Oops, not that way. Pix is still alive, trying to get the mace in survival as well as Megabyte. Let's raid Pix. I'm sure people would like to see the mace if they haven't already. I think that's probably what we're gonna do. Not found it? Cool. People will be along for the ride then. So unfortunately, the more I do this, the more I want to put that dark oak trim on the outside of this roof. I know I wanted to branch out, but I really don't think we're going to get a heck of a lot beyond that. Is there nothing else? I can't think of another way to trim that roof. Right on, folks. Well, that's where I'm going to wrap things up. We are going to pass you along to Pixel Riffs, playing Minecraft, looking for the new mace item in the latest snapshot. We'll be talking about that on the Spawn Chunks. Pixel Riffs, of course, is my co-host on the Spawn Chunks, so check that out wherever you find your favorite podcasts. You can follow me here on Twitch, Joel Duggan, very easy to find, as well as on social media. Do check out the Patreon if you'd like to join the Discord, have all these conversations off stream, as well as hang out with some like-minded nerdy adults. Then check out the Patreon. It's a great way to join the Discord. But also, if you've used a Prime Gaming sub, a Tier 1 sub, or received a gift sub, as many of you did today, then you can join the Discord that way too. So really, all roads lead to Rome if you want to check out the Discord, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you ever so much for the well wishes. We are celebrating 6 years streaming on Twitch this week, and I will see you back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic. As far as I know, I was going to stream a little bit earlier, but I think I might just keep the same schedule this week. So 1 o'clock Atlantic, we'll be back here working on this build here in Westhill, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.